Private Roy Brown Jr. was born in Runnells, Iowa on November 27, 1920. At the age of 21, he joined the United States Army and was a member of Company I, 126th Infantry Regiment, 32nd Infantry Division. On December 2nd of 1942, his unit engaged in a fierce clash against Japanese forces in what is present-day Papua New Guinea. Private Brown was reported missing in action by his company and was presumed dead at only 22 years of age. 2 months later, on February 2nd, American Graves Registration Service personnel recovered a set of unidentified remains near where the confrontation occurred. The remains were later interred at the Manila American Cemetery in the Philippines, where they stayed for over 65 years. In 2017, the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency exhumed the remains and shipped them to Offutt Air Force Base in Omaha, where after 2 years of painstaking research, they were finally able to determine the remains belonged to Private Roy Brown Jr. After nearly 80 years, Private Brown came home to his final resting place.
I was only a year old when he died, so I do not have any remembrance of Roy Jr. myself.
Private Brown's distant cousin and closest living relative, Beverly Erickson, received Private Brown's Purple Heart, Bronze Star, and other honors and awards that recognized his service during World War II.
The Army had it put into a kind of what they call a shadow box, and I think it's nice, and my family's interested in seeing it and interested in the history. It was a total shock that they were able to find his body and make the connection to who he was, and that they were able to find me. I think it's just very satisfying that the military does care and that they're interested in finding the relative. I only wish that he had brothers or sisters, that someone closer than a cousin that could do something with them, but I'm thankful and I will be happy to take them since I am the closest living relative.
On August 29, 2020, Private Brown was laid to rest next to both his parents as well as his uncle at Lowman Cemetery in Runnells, Iowa, with full military honors. Sadly, Private Brown's parents, Roy Sr. and Grace, were never able to see their son return home, as they had both passed away in 1968 and 1957, respectively.
I'm very thankful that they were able to do this. I know that his mom and dad have the headstone already prepared. It's been there for many years, and I think they would want him to be buried next to them, and we'll be very thankful. We're all very thankful that this can come to closure for everyone.